What's good, y'all? I usually don't film my workouts because I like to just focus and get my workout get in and get out, especially with my babies being home. I gotta hurry up and get home before they wake up. But I was thinking this morning about like what's going on with Marcus and how we turned in all the papers, how we turned everything in, and it's still in the air. We don't know what's gonna happen, if he's gonna be able to get another year of football. And it just made me think about, controlling the things that you can control and not worrying about the things that you can't. All my life, I've been in situations where I couldn't control what was going on, just like any of us. But I controlled what I could control, and the odds always came out in the way that God intended them to. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about that this morning, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. 'Cause I know we all want to control things, and it's something that we all struggle with, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to get this workout in real quick, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get to the house so I can get in and get out. What's good, y'all? It's still super early in the morning. It's 6:30 right now. So I don't know if you guys noticed. I guess not, because I never really share it, but I get up at 4:30 every morning to get my workout in, because now with my kids I got to get up earlier to stay in good health and stay in good shape. And it's definitely the earliest I ever had to get up in my life. I'm so used to getting up early anyway because of, in high school and in college you got to get up super early, like 5 o'clock, 5:30, to get your morning workouts in. So I'm super used to it, but it is an adjustment. But yeah, I get up every morning to get my workout in. Now I got my post-meal shake, and now I'm back home. And I wanted to talk about, controlling the things that you can control and how that plays a big impact on your life. And I'm thinking about this morning because, like I said at the gym, about what's going on with Marcus is we got all the paperwork in. We got him a year of football in high school last year, and now we're trying to get him another year because he deserves it. And his circumstances just didn't allow him to have the high school experience that he deserved. But now we've done everything that we can, and we can't control what the Minnesota State High School League does. But all we can control is now, and that's continuing to train, continuing to work hard, continuing to make sure that Marcus is right mentally. And that's something that I had to go through when I was in high school. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but if you don't, my mom and dad got divorced when I was actually going into high school. When I graduated 8th grade, the day I graduated 8th grade, that's when I found out that my parents they were separating, that they were getting divorced, and they were moving apart from each other. And it was so confusing for me because when that had happened, I knew that we had some bad stuff going on in the house, but I never thought it got to the point where my mom and dad would divorce, and me and my brothers and my sister would had to eventually break up into parts, and somebody had to choose where they wanted to go. So eventually we all decided to go with my mom, because we knew my mom was like the provider in our family because my dad couldn't work. It was hard for me, and I couldn't control my mom and dad being together. I couldn't control that we were, leaving, that they were separating. But I could control my attitude. And my freshman year in high school, I was bad. I almost got expelled from school. I was fighting. I was getting in trouble a lot. And I wasn't controlling the thing that I can control, which is my attitude and my grades. And I learned the hard way. So I finally got my act together, and I decided to move with my dad in a small town called Bombay Beach. And I went there, and that's when I got my act together. But the thing is, when I was there, I was in a place where I had no choice but to make decisions to get out where I was living. It was my sophomore year at 15 years old is when I learned that I can control the things that I can control and do what I want with them. So every day I would work hard, not really having an end goal to, go to the NFL, to go to college. My goal was to graduate high school, and I worked my butt off. I did things that that I look back now and I'm like, man, I can't believe I did that. I used to like get ropes and tires and tie the tires around my waist and run up these hills. I used to run in the street on these long deserted roads to stay in shape for football season. And every year in football season, I got better and better and better. So eventually I got a full ride scholarship to the University of Minnesota. And I was able to achieve all these accolades, like get a full ride scholarship and go to the NFL and all this stuff because I control what I can control. I went to school every day, gave everything that I had. I got up with a good attitude every day. When I lived in Bombay Beach, I had to get up every day at like 5 o'clock to catch the school bus in high school. And it was like a 30-45 minute commute to get to school. And, I could have sat and complained about that, but I didn't. I control what I can control. I got up, I went to school, I went to practice, I did my homework, I did everything. And all those things that I did, controlling the things that I can control, ended up paying off for me. And when I think about back when I was in high school, I just see Marcus in me. And sometimes, Marcus gets discouraged, just like any of us, we get discouraged. But I think, again, if we realize all we got to do is control the things that we can control, it changes the mindset and it changes the perspective on what you're doing in the moment or in the season in your life. Now I got 2 kids to where I have to get up earlier than I ever had to. I have responsibilities that are difficult to deal with, but I can control the things that I can control. I know I sound like a chatterbox saying control the things you can control, but it's so true, and it's something that I'm reminded of, going on, what's going on with Marcus. It's just something that I wanted to come on here and talk about. Is that wherever you're at in your life, man, control the things that you can control. Don't worry about the things that you can't, because it's wasted energy. Worrying about stuff is wasted energy, is wasted time. And it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you from point A to point B. You're going to stay at point A and you're going to stay there forever if you worry about all the things in the world that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a huge thing to understand. And it's something that I've understood for a long time. I'm 26 now, and I learned this thing at like 15, 16 years old. And it's done wonders for me right now as a man, as a husband, as a leader, everything. So I'm about to finish my shake and then hop in the shower, and then my girls are about to be up soon. So got to get to daddy daycare. So yeah, man, just control what you can control and make sure that, you keep your head up high, and yeah.